How's it going? I'll be happy to answer any questions I can. Hope you had a good Christmas.
How'd you spend the holiday?
In here. Yeah, pretty much. Short week. Players had yesterday off, and we let the coaches sleep in a little bit, have Christmas with their kids, and spent most of yesterday and last night getting ready for our last game. Be a real challenge for us.
What's the
Feel
challenge
about
to
the
bounce
way
back
your
from
rookie tackles played?
Pretty good. We're really pleased with those two guys. I know Pro Football Focus has some statistics that, aren't always positive, but they played very good. Not just pass protecting, run blocking, handling the audibles. We've seen a lot of progress there.
What are the big challenges? You had obviously the emotional night Monday night to go from that and having get the guys back up for another game. What are the challenges for that?
You just put the Kansas City Chief tape on. They realize that Kansas City's leading the division, has a chance to lock up home field. They've got a very talented football team, best record in football, I believe. And we also know that if we didn't turn the ball over 3 or 4 times the last time, we were right in there with them in the fourth quarter. So I think we're excited to finish the season with as much authority as we can. And I'm really proud of the way our guys have been playing.
With it being a divisional opponent on Sunday and also the head start that your coaching staff got last week preparing for the Chiefs, how helpful was those two things just to be set in a short week for this game?
Yeah, it was helpful, but we've had so many changes on our roster, we need another week to get ready. Last week we didn't have Hurst, we didn't have our starting corners. We're still getting good, ready to play right guard. So we still are in a transition mode. We moved Gilchrist to nickel. If you watch a game the other day, he played a fair amount there. So a lot of moving parts right now, and the Chiefs are formidable, as you know.
There's one play where Carl Joseph got called for a penalty where he really hit somebody good, and Gilchrist had another one along the sideline where he really laid somebody out. How difficult is it to coach defensive backs now with the way the rules are, where they can still go out and be aggressive and be a force?
I think it's a lot easier. I think we've done a good job for the most part trying to keep the helmet out of tackling. It's a cliche around the league now. And if you lead with your helmet or the crown of your helmet, you're going to be fouled. You're going to be fined. And hitting and hard hitting is a sign of a good football team. That's how you get the ball back. That's how you knock the ball loose. But there's an etiquette, I think, that everybody is learning how to play with. And if you're not playing with that type of etiquette, you're going to be flagged and fined. But we do really take pride in, being a hard-hitting football team, and your safeties usually have to lead the charge there. We've got some guys that'll really hit you.
What's been the biggest difference for Carl the last few weeks?
I think he's just feeling the defense now. I think he's learning a new defense, no different than Derek Carr. You talk about Carr learning a new offense. It's tough on a safety now. He's got to be the quarterback back there. He's been playing with different nickels, different middle linebackers. I mean, hell, he's been playing with different D linemen, different corners that he has to communicate with. So, it's a transition period for him. But he has really accelerated in the last 4 or 5 ball games and become a real good player for us.
What's the next step for him?
He's got to keep improving, and we got to keep improving around him, much like we plan on doing with Derek and our offense. If you can get some playmakers in the middle of your defense and build around those guys, usually that's a good thing.
I think today's the last day to decide on Donald. Is he officially?
Yeah, he won't be playing this year. Hopefully he can get himself back in great shape, which I expect him to, and hopefully be a part of this in the future.
How do you think Nick Nelson did on the outside?
He did pretty good. I think he did all right. I think he, got to continue to improve. He needs reps. He needs snaps. We've been moving him around with the injuries. Stuff on him as well.
How would you just overall assess RGP's rookie season?
Pretty good. I wish he could close the deal. He's got, I think, 1 sack, but he's had about 8 or 9 quarterbacks in the grasp. And he's just got to be a better finisher when he gets home. And we do like his energy. He stands out to me in terms of rushing the passer when we're rushing.
Been around your share of kickers. Does Carlson remind you of anybody, or what's he like, or what's been? How big a surprise has he been for you?
He's my favorite player. Tell you what, hey, for a while there, you don't know your kicker's name. I know this guy's name. He's really making a name for himself. long-range field goals, different climates, wet ball, high snap, low snap, on the road, cold weather. He's done it all for us. I don't think he reminds me of anybody. He's just tall. He's a long kicker. I just met his brother who was at practice last week. He's another up-and-coming tall kicker at Auburn. So we're happy we have him. He's clearly been one of the strengths of this team.
The decision to relieve Tom Shaw of his duties mid-season, why?
Yeah, that's a personal matter. I'll just leave it at that. Tom's a good friend, really good at what he does. It's a personal matter, and unfortunately we're going to have to go in a different direction, and that's something we're going to have to do when the season's over.
Coach, I know you focus on the guys on your roster, but with him, you guys playing him this year, do you think Pat Mahomes is the MVP of this season?
I haven't seen everybody. I don't know how you can't be the MVP after you look at his body of work as a first-year starter. Not to take anything away from Breeze or anybody else. It's played at a high level, but this guy's making throws that people haven't seen before. And closing in on 50 touchdown passes in your first year as a starter, it's quite amazing. And he's taking care of the ball, and he's won games for his team. So if I did have a vote, I would probably stand here in front of these microphones and say I'd vote for him.
As much as Jordy has been a help in the receivers room all year, really gotten involved the last 4 weeks, catching the ball. I mean, how big is that for the offense to be able to
Yeah,
out there?
he's a good player. He's as good a player as you'll ever get a chance to coach. He's so instinctive, so smart, so versatile, and so team-oriented. That's why he's here. I think he's got close to 30 catches in the last 4 games. He's healthy. He's learned our offense. He's learned how to play anywhere on the line, and third down, any down, he's still a really good quality wide receiver.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, fellas. Have a good one.